Hey, I didn't see you there. Yeah, I know. Just another cardio session. Let me guess. You're still skipping cardio because some dude on Reddit with a Call of Duty avatar told you that it's eating your gains? Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to get my ticker to not rage quit on me, and I'm still out lifting you on leg day. But hey, what do I know? Just some guy on the internet. Yosuda reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to give their Dolphin Elliptical a try. I said, hey, I like mammals. Always been looking for a porpoise in all of this, honestly. And I gotta say, pretty impressive little beast. So let's talk about it. We're gonna walk through everything about this that makes it great, not so great, and whether or not you should consider buying one for your home gym. I'm BJ from the IRONCLINIC, and this aquatic quad stimulator is the Dolphin Elliptical from Yosuda. Now let's dive into some of the specifications on this elliptical. Got about a 20-inch stride length here, and a pretty compact footprint, I must say. As far as ellipticals go, it's not really any bigger or smaller than a lot of the other stuff you might see on the market. I do have to say though, it's quite easy to move around. I mean, I quite literally navigated around in this gym to move it to where I need it to be for whenever I'm using it. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and I gotta be honest, I'm having a really hard time finding anything wrong with this thing. Bearings and rollers that they're using for these elliptical pedals down here are incredibly smooth. Pair that with these awesome handles, and not only can you get a full body workout with this, it's gonna be pretty darn smooth too. Now, all that's to say, it is not light. It's pretty heavy, and the packaging it comes in is a bit of a bear as well. But when you're ordering something this big, I think you know what you're getting into. I think you expect that exceptionally large package to show up and be very heavy. But I'm gonna be honest, I was not prepared for the amount of styrofoam that I was gonna have to dispose of. That's a good thing. I mean, this thing was well packaged. There was just simply no way this was gonna get damaged in shipping. Everything was incredibly well wrapped, well supported. You can tell they put a lot of time, care, and attention in making sure that this thing was prepared for transit. Because we know those parcel people love to take care of our dear packages. Now, as I mentioned, I've got about a 20-inch stride length here. Feels really natural. I can really short step it if I wanted to and get in some really small steps, or I can take my full stride length. And I'm 6'1" for reference. 20 inches is gonna be about the norm for most ellipticals on the market. So the Dolphin falls right into range of everything else that you're used to seeing and using in your fitness journey. Apart from the 20-inch stride length though, we've also got 20 levels of incline on this. It goes up pretty high. And let me tell you, when you bump up that incline, whew, yeah, my quads are burning.
My God, filming this on leg day was a terrible idea.
Now we got 20 levels of incline. We've also got a 20-pound flywheel attached to this thing. We're able to adjust both the incline as well as the overall resistance of the machine. And we're able to do that with both controls on the dashboard here, as well as on the handles. I actually really like how they implemented the controls here on the handles. They're not like pop-out buttons or little plastic things that feel like they're gonna fall off or break if I just accidentally bump them too hard. They're basically embedded right into the handle. And then below them, of course, you've got your heart rate monitor handlebars right here. As you saw though, I was able to put on my heart rate chest strap monitor, and it connects right up to the thing. It's perfect. I like my app that I use for fitness tracking. I connect to that, start it up, and I can select a program here and get to running.
Okay, BJ, but really, you're not gonna do incline level 20 for this whole review. Idiot.
All of this is supported with 4 very thick steel rails at the bottom underneath your feet, as well as a very rigid T-frame right down here in the middle. It makes you feel really confident when you're holding on to this thing that it's not gonna go anywhere. Now, I hear what you're saying. Big sturdy unit. How big is it actually? Great question, dear viewer. This thing stands 38 inches wide by 74 inches long by about 68 inches high. Really not that bad of a footprint for a piece of gym equipment, especially cardio equipment. To be fair, it's really run-of-the-mill with regards to that. It doesn't fold up small like some of the treadmills you're used to seeing on the market, and it probably takes up a bit more floor space than a bike. But if you're considering buying something like this, well, you've probably already committed the space for it anyway. Now, overall, I've been really impressed with the build quality of this thing, but also just the comfort levels of this. We've got pedals down here that are enormous. I mean, I really think Andre the Giant could probably use this thing. All it is to say, if you've got gargantuan feet and you want to make use of these handles, they're going to be comfortable. These handles, they're lined with some kind of foam. I don't know exactly what it is. It's pretty firm. It's got a really good grip to it, but it also doesn't feel like it's going to slide off, rip, tear, anything like that. It's just comfortable. And then at the top, we've got these rounded little caps. It's nice, I'm not gonna lie. I don't find myself using things on ellipticals like this very often. Now, again, this thing is on a really cracked and wobbly floor here in the gym. It's really difficult to get anything to be a level in here. But the adjustable feet at the four corners of the Dolphin honestly make it pretty simple to do. You just got to spin those little rubber feet, get them into the point where they're touching the floor, and you're off to the races. It really is that simple. But let's not kid ourselves. This is not a commercial unit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty darn close, but it is lacking some of the features that a bigger commercial unit might give you. As I already mentioned, it does have a dashboard here, and it's pretty useful. It's got all the usual metrics that you're used to having, and it of course has the ability to change the resistance and the incline on a moment's notice. We've got 32 different resistance levels. That's nice. It means you don't have to overdo it, but it's going to give you a very tall ceiling to get as much out of this with whatever kind of athletic level you're at. And with those 32 levels, you're getting 12 built-in programs to work through. You've got what they call their beginner programs, their advanced programs, and their sport programs. What does that really mean? I honestly couldn't tell you. My best guess, to be honest though, is that sport programs are your more HIIT style workouts. High intensity interval training. Because the programs do work in intervals. Very high intervals and then very low intervals. Your other programs, they're a little bit more progressive. Your beginner programs are going to gradually increase that resistance, gradually increase that incline, and work your heart rate up to an acceptable level. But don't think they're a walk in the park. They're definitely not. But no matter which program you're ever in, you can always change the resistance or the incline, either with the dashboard controls or the controls here on the handles. Now, as I already mentioned, this thing has Bluetooth connectivity to connect out to my heart rate. Other than that, though, it doesn't really have anything else for you to interact with up here. No tablet with built-in apps, no video games, no Netflix, no Disney Plus. Whatever you're looking for, you're gonna have to bring yourself, but they do give you a very nice tablet and phone holder right here. It's great. It's got two levels of opening. One for more of a phone size, one for more of a tablet size. I think it's time to give you a bit of a pro gym tip when it comes to cardio.
Pro gym tip, baby.
One of my favorite ways to do cardio is doing something else while I do it. I know, shocker, right? I've heard of people reading books, watching Netflix. I've even seen people knitting while they're on recumbent bikes. Hey, to each their own, right? Me, I like to play video games. All of my other cardio equipment is downstairs in my basement, you know, where it's air conditioned, and I have it directly in front of my computer screens so that I can easily hop onto Steam, grab a controller, and start playing a video game. But when I saw this, and I saw the tablet mount, I saw the adjustable mounts, I said to myself, I bet I could get my Steam Deck on there. I could, and it stays very well. This thing holds it very securely. I was honestly very impressed. I did not think it was going to stay very secure. I thought I was going to have to find a way to strap it down to that thing. But it stays. So if you're doing your cardio, why are you just sitting there staring at the wall pretending you're not looking at all the other attractive people around you? Grab your Steam Deck, grab your Nintendo Switch, or your other portable game system, and put it in front of you. And if you want a real pro move, get yourself some Nintendo Joy-Cons. They make it so that you can put one in each hand and use these handles at the same time. Honestly, it's amazing. Of course, you can use a regular controller, post up right here, and do your thing. And I'm telling you, if you're not playing video games while you're doing your cardio, kind of just wasting time. All right, now let's get back to this thing. Now, the Dolphin does come with an app that you can download to use on your tablet and on your smartphone. It's going to give you a rich library of different exercise routines and setups that you can work through if you really don't know how you want to walk through this stuff. It's pretty nice to have. It doesn't cost anything. And again, if you're mounting your tablet up here, you might as well make use of it if you're not going to be playing video games. There's a lot of other models on the market. I'll be honest, most ellipticals are offering more or less the same package if they're at the same price point. NordicTrack is about the exact same price. There's really not much of a price difference there. It does have a slightly shorter stride length and a slightly lower weight capacity rating. Maybe that's really important to you. Or maybe what's more important is the ecosystem that NordicTrack has built into its user interfaces. And, well, if that's of interest to you and you want to buy that, pay for those subscriptions, by all means, go ahead. But I think when we compare apples to apples here, this is a pretty impressive machine, really capable of standing toe-to-toe with the NordicTrack line of ellipticals. I can hear what you're saying right now. BJ, would you pay full price for something like this? I don't know. That's tough to gauge. Do I think it's worth this price? Yes. Yes, I do. It's an incredibly well-built machine. And if you're in the market for something that's brand new, never used, this might be the machine that you're looking for. Now, should you pay full price for it? Absolutely not. wait for a sale. I mean, they practically give these things a sale every other day. Again, use code IRONCLINIC at checkout, save a couple extra bucks. Let's quickly walk back through the pros and cons of this though. It's stable, it's got a smooth ride, a compact footprint, really robust resistance and incline system that it can work through, and it does have some app compatibility as well. As far as cons go, I mean, there are a few. The console itself is pretty basic. It's got all the controls you need, but I would love it if it was a little bit more intuitive when it came to selecting the type of program that you're on. It took me a time or two to really figure out how to do that. It does have speakers and a fan and a little USB cord at the back to connect up to, but honestly, this little wimpy fan isn't doing anything for anybody. Apart from that, honestly, the tech itself is pretty basic. Again, it gives you all the stats you're going to want, but the one that I found I had the most problem with was the calorie counter. I don't know what calculation they're using to estimate the calories used, but I can promise you, I haven't burned 75 calories in the time I've been talking to you guys. Probably burned like 2,000 calories. So, who's this for? Who's the right person for the Yosuda Dolphin Elliptical? Well, obviously, if you're looking for a joint-friendly way to do cardio, an elliptical is going to be your best bet for it. And this is a price-friendly option that's going to get you something that's not cheaply made, but also not extremely expensive. Maybe for somebody who's kind of midway through their fitness journey, you're considering buying yourself a nicer piece of equipment finally because you've committed. You're locked in. This might be for you. If you're just starting out your fitness journey though, this might not be the right investment for you. Time and time and time again, we see people buy things like this with grand ambitions. And time again, we just see them turn into these glorified laundry baskets and coat racks. I don't know. I wouldn't want to spend that much money on something that I wasn't 100% certain I was committed to using on a near daily basis. But if you are, and you want something that has an app that doesn't require a subscription and comes with a host of little programs built into it, well, this might be the right unit for you. I'm going to put some more information down in the description, but if you've got questions, please leave them down in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. I want to thank Yosuda again for sending this over for a review. It's been a pleasure bringing it to y'all. If you are interested in learning more, again, I'm going to put a link down below in the description. Please feel free to check it out, and one final time, you can use code IRONCLINIC at checkout and save yourself a couple bucks. It does support the channel, and it helps me improve everything that we're doing here. I look forward to talking to you guys again soon. Keep being great, keep pushing forward, and keep getting better every day.